I think people need to be doing a more thorough investigation to everybody that is playing a role in their life. I'm going to jump outside of this really quickly before we go over to the next story because I want to talk about this NBA Youngboy concert getting shut down in Chicago and then the white man getting beat up at an NBA Youngboy concert over in St. Louis. But I want to say something really quickly, okay? Again, shout out to my dog Slimmy. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Shout out to the 2,500 people that's on YouTube that's watching this. I appreciate you. Um, Let me say this: that the fastest way for you to figure out whether or not a person is sane or insane that you don't know is social media. We got to start leveraging these tools to make sense of it. If you start talking to a girl and she seem a little weird, go and look at her social media and try to figure out whether it makes sense for you to even be able to interact with her. Don't just look at her pictures to try to figure out if she a baddie. Look at her, scroll. Do y'all know that they have people that specialize? If you want to make a bag, all right, if you want to make a bag, one of the positions that you can do on the side, part time, is market yourself as a person that scrubs people's social media to vet them effectively. There is a market. I was talking to a friend yesterday, and then for whatever reason, you know how you talking to somebody and then next thing you know, you start seeing it pop up on your algorithm when you start being on social media, you start scrolling up a certain platform. That's how we know that it's listening and that's feeding us the content that we're talking about. But I was talking to a friend yesterday and he was telling me about how he decided that he didn't want to talk to a specific girl. And I'm like, okay, so what was wrong with her? And he said, her social media ain't what it's supposed to be. And I said, what you mean? He said, well, I had my guy go and do an investigation to find out exactly who she is and what's going on. And I said, your guy do an investigation? It's the first time that I had ever heard it before. And he said that he hires and several other people that he knows that have and he got a significant amount of resources, which means that they are less likely to take chances on people that they don't know. They got to know exactly what your history is or exactly what it is that you're putting out on social media and the history of what you do. And most people, they don't go back and erase all of their old stuff and stuff. They just be talking, right? And so what he's doing is there are guys with resources hire investigators or people that specialize in scrubbing and going to find out exactly who you are on social media. They hire people to go and find out who you really are and to put together a summary or red flags of what you've posted online. Listen, don't come to me later saying, oh man, there's people making a bag off of scrubbing people's social media and doing private. Listen, it's a play. Y'all need to go and get that money because it is a huge, and when I say huge, it is a huge opportunity for people that want to do something part time or start to parlay something part time into full time. But there are people that hire people to go and scrub to find out exactly what they're dealing with. And so, guys, that are of a certain level or want to maintain a certain level of privacy or want to find out whether or not a chick is going to finesse them or, don't want a chick that's stealing from them or a chick that's looking to use them for his money. One of the things that they do is they hire somebody to go and look at her social media on all platforms and scrub and find out exactly who she is. Jobs. Listen, y'all only looking at it from one lens. Organizations are going through and it is a economy or a business that has not been capitalized off of. If I had the time to do it, I would do it myself. I got so many ideas. I'd never be broke. I'll never be broke. If I had the time, I would do so myself. There are organizations you can market yourself to somebody that they don't even know that they needed yet. There's organizations that need people to go and scrub people's social media to find out whether or not that's the person that they should hire, if it's going to be a cultural fit, if they're going to be problematic, or if they need to be excluded from the interview process after they interview. Hey, shout out to the I'm gonna read super chats now. Shout out to people that are so, you gotta be a different type of person. You gotta be a different type of person to be so obsessed with somebody as a grown man that you go and create multiple different accounts after you get banned and still be able to talk back and forth with me to try to get my attention. And that's not just for me, that's anybody. I didn't even know that I was this important. I mean, I know I got 1.6 million subscribers across 4 different platforms, but I didn't know I was important enough for people to be going and creating duplicate accounts to try to get my attention so that they can say whatever it is. Like, think about the amount of time that it takes to go and create a new YouTube account. Then you got to come in and type, then you got to subscribe, and then you type one paragraph, and then you get banned, and then it's removed, and nobody remembers you. Do you know the type of upset? Do you know the type of loser you have to be to go and create a brand new YouTube account after you get banned the first 3 times to try to get somebody's attention only to get banned again? You know what type of loser you have to be? You know how the type of time that you have to have on your hands to do something like that? That's crazy. I don't even look at myself as that important. I don't even take myself serious half the time. I be saying stuff like, boy, you crazy. You just crazy. And there are people, they're Tylenol, baby. I heard Trump told the women to tough it out. Hey, tough it out. So your child don't have autism. It may be real. I meant to add that as I'm gonna add that in the show tomorrow. Slimmy, you gonna like that subject. I meant to add that in the show yesterday. Trump was telling the chicks, hey, don't be taking that Tylenol. Don't do that amphetamine or whatever it is, because it's going. That's why your kid be looking stupid in the classroom and can't pay attention. I don't even look at myself as that important. Y'all do, dog. That's why I mean, I'm telling you. That's why I see the ladies. I know the ladies. Listen, ladies, I ain't even gonna cap. I feel y'all pain. Imagine running into a dude and you saying, "Oh, he's a nice guy," and then you figure out that he got 7 accounts that he want to try to communicate with Anton Daniels for. How would you feel if you're a woman? If you're a woman and you start to date a guy and then you find out that he's typing hard on my chat and he got 7 different accounts just in case he get banned by the first 6, what would you think? Serial killer, right? Serial killer. I would think serial killer immediately. Serial killer.